In this video series, I'm going to take you through all the ins and outs of the Knowledge Stacks feature in Msty Studio. If you used Knowledge Stacks in the past with our original Msty app 1.x version, Msty Studio's Knowledge Stacks 2.0 is going to knock your socks off. What we'll cover in this series is how to create a knowledge stack and how to use the advanced features that we have available. In this first video, I'm just going to take you through a very vanilla end-to-end setup, just using all the default settings. The first thing you'll do is you want to go to the knowledge stacks area. So I'm going to X out of this real quick. And to get to the knowledge stacks, this little icon right here that looks like a file cabinet drawer, just click on that. And that's going to take you into the setup window. So here we don't have any knowledge stacks added yet. I just have a basic folder here. And then what you'll want to do first is add a title. And then scroll down a bit, you'll have several different options. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a file upload. And what I'm going to do is drag and drop a text version of our Msty Studio documentation and drop it there. And then you'll see that it's added to the queue. And there's some more advanced functionality in here if I was to click on the ellipses. But again, we're just going to do the very straightforward all defaults method here. And at this point, we're going to click on compose. You don't need to select a embedding model at this point. There's a default one that is automatically used. And we could see that this particular file, which was just a text document, was processed pretty quickly. So after it processed, let's verify really quickly that it's available. I'm going to click on this icon right here, which is the chunks visualizer. And I can see that the chunks were created. Okay, so I know that it was processed. And let's also go into the chunks console here. And I'm going to perform a very quick query. How about type in Safari and then run query? And then we see some results show up. Okay, cool. So I'm going to X out of this and then X out of knowledge stacks. Now to use a knowledge stack with a conversation, what you want to do is click on, again, that little file cabinet, but on the add-on for the conversation toolbar. And then we'll select the one that we just added, Studio Docs. And then I'm going to click out of that and ask it a question such as, tell me how to set up Safari with Msty Studio, and click on enter. And what's happening behind the scenes is that there was a query done against the knowledge stacks, and that context was sent to the model, in this case Gemini 2.5. And then Gemini 2.5 received all that context, analyzed it, and then formulated it back in the response. So we could see here that in order to use Safari with Msty Studio, specifically the web version, what you'll need to do is enable tunneling in Sidecar. And this response is very accurate. And this is the simplest way to go through knowledge stacks with just a really vanilla, all defaults, end-to-end process. And we're going to go way more into detail throughout the series so you could be a true professional on how to use knowledge stacks with Msty Studio.